Yo, time is 7:06 p.m. I'll check the news and then I'll play GTA. I've already checked those. Has it been cancelled? What a love fest, bro. That show was such a love fest. It's like fucking. I don't even know what you would compare it to. I watched it a couple of times. It used to be on at night here. It's always talking about Trump, bro. Like all the time. Every single episode. I'm tired already. I only just got up a couple hours ago. Oh yeah, surprise, surprise. I mean, that's kind of usually how it works. It doesn't create the issue. It just exploits something that's already there. It's not surprising, bro. These people lived happy lives and had girlfriends and were successful and whatever. They wouldn't seek this stuff out. And if you don't provide them with an alternative, I mean, what do you expect? Of course they're gonna get into it. Saying so much, but not very much at the same time. The solution is censorship. Of course it is, because they can't come up with like an actual proper alternative to it, can they? They can't come up with a proper alternative or a solution to the problem. The solution is to just keep people away from us, and then the issues will continue as they are in another form, usually. It's fucking stupid. Oh, they just want more moderation and to design the platforms differently. That's stupid. They'll all go to 4chan or something. Some fringe form and find it anyway. Okay, so they're talking about alternative narratives, but there's no actual, like, specifics here. I swear they just don't understand these people. You don't understand them, and so you can't actually provide an alternative solution because you don't even know what they're dealing with. Nah. It's mostly women. Honestly, bro. Oh, why can't we come up with a solution? Maybe because you're not actually asking the people. Why don't you just ask them what they want or why it appeals to them? It's like people can't ask questions these days. Hey, why does this appeal to you? Why do you think this is good? They don't ask these questions, and so they don't get answers, and they don't understand why. One reference to, what was it, alternative narratives, but actually no specifics as to what those will be. It mostly talks about just censorship, which doesn't fix anything. How is censoring things going to provide a solution to the problem? It will just come up somewhere else. And they'll say, oh, we need to censor this thing now, we need to stop this thing, right? Seems kind of stupid. Expected more from this article. Here's what it taught us. Oh, yeah, well, you categorized what they were watching, and that's basically it. What did it teach you? Like, oh, they have problems, and these provide seemingly solutions. And what is your solution to that? Censorship and some one reference to alternative narratives with no specifics. What are the alternative narratives supposed to be? Right. Stupid. Stupid waste of time article, they usually are. I don't see any solutions in this. No specific solutions. I don't think censorship is a solution. People will seek it out anyway. People will seek out something that gives them a sense of, like, power over the situation, right? If you're not going to give them an alternative that does that, don't be surprised when they go back to the same things you were trying to get them to avoid. Have they cited an alternative in this? No. So what's the point of the article then? Why do you do all this research if not to come up with a solution? You've got no solution. What did it teach you? Basically nothing. There's nothing new in this. Why don't they look into, like, what would the solution be aside from just banning things? Oh, if we just ban it, it'll go away. No, it won't. No, it won't. Why will it go away? It'll come up somewhere else until you find a solution to it. That's how it works. Like, they've literally said, oh, we know what the issues are, more or less, right? I don't remember where, but they're, like, citing the specific issues that these people, young men, tend to have, right? What are the solutions for that? They don't have any, right? They're not gonna set up something that is like, gets guys' girlfriends and teaches them to be better people, or something like that. They're not going to do that. That's not the solution. They don't actually want that to happen, right? Why? I swear, like, censorship is just like punishment, right? More or less. You're just punishing them. People who moralize everything say, oh, this is bad and it deserves punishment, rather than this is a real issue and it deserves a solution. They don't consider these things real issues. They say, oh, you're just entitled. Okay, well, they're going to look for solutions elsewhere then, aren't they? If you won't provide them with one, they're going to find one somewhere else. That's why it exists. It exists because there's demand for it. If people didn't want to watch that stuff, it wouldn't be there. People wouldn't make it. It's popular because it's such a common issue. The issues that people have are common across countries amongst similar populations. What are the solutions? They don't have any. Censorship doesn't work. I mean, sure, like, they could do that if they wanted to, but I doubt it would fix the issue, right? Like, banning social media for under 16s, is that really going to solve things? No, they're just going to find other things to do, like drugs. What's worse, social media or drugs? I think drugs are worse than social media, to be honest. So, I mean, they're not extremely unaware. It says, doesn't create the pressures, it finds unmet needs and exploits them for profit and views. Yeah, well, that's very obvious, isn't it? I think most people know that. Question is, as is always the question with this same issue, what is your solution to it? They don't have one. The solution is to just cover up the symptom of the problem and let the actual issue that is the cause of it, that produces these symptoms, go untreated, go unresolved. Why would it not? I mean, why would that work? Right? It's like the social media ban or all these other ones. They ban it, and what actually happens? Does it fix the issue? No. Just makes it less obvious to some people, I guess. Is it like they just don't want to see it? They don't want to know it's there, right? They don't want to know that this group of people suffers, like, disproportionately for similar reasons across countries, across cultures. And apparently no one has a solution to it, right? Nobody has a solution. It's fucking crazy. Even when they're supposed to be considered the victims in this case, right? They're like, oh yeah, actually, they're being exploited. Okay, well that's a bad thing, right? Oh, but yeah, but they do bad things to, like, women and minorities, so, we just need to punish them, right? Isn't that what censorship is? They talk about alternative narratives and have no examples. There are no such examples referenced in the article. And then they have censorship, which is just like a punishment, right? In the same way that the social media ban for under 16s is just a punishment for young people. It doesn't actually solve anything, it just makes life more difficult for them. They'll find it somewhere else, probably in a way that is, you know, more dangerous, more risky. Like with drugs, right? People just switch to something that is even higher risk. But, like, easier to get or something. No way he didn't die. That thing landed as fate. Like, does it not get? I mean, honestly, I don't see how they can deny men's, especially young men's issues over and over and over again so severely and just pretend that they don't exist. And even when they talk about them, they're like, "Oh yeah, but they're actually bad people, and, like, we don't. They should just help themselves, or we should just punish them or something." It's fucking stupid. They don't do this to any other group of people, ever. Every time they're dealing with any other group of people, they're talking about solutions in ways that benefit the people and don't harm them too much, right? They treat them like victims, except young men are apparently not allowed to be victims. Ever. They have to be the perpetrators, the bad people, in every case. It's fucking stupid. You wonder why they can't come up with any effective solutions for groups that they don't understand and constantly villainize, demonize. I don't think that they want solutions, honestly. I think they just want to carry out punishment. And these articles more or less are just like, here's why we should do something that is only going to cause harm and not an actual solution. Where did he go? Using 10. Fucking police, bro. I find it like a bit absurd that they know who is having the issues. They know what the issues are. They know more or less what causes them, but they can't come up with any actual solutions. I find that a bit absurd. It's kind of unbelievable. Kind of seems to me like they don't actually want solutions and are only interested in punishing this group of people. Why is it that all these researchers, all these scientists, all these journalists, all these, professional class people that are involved can't come up with any real solutions? It's like they don't actually want any. They don't actually want to do any of what is required or would be required to actually provide a solution. I don't think they even intend to provide a solution in the first place. What are they talking about? Alternative narratives? You think you can just change young men's beliefs and their lives will get better? That's not how it works. These are material issues. These are material issues that are, like, driven by, material and biological factors. Right? They're not like some abstract, idealistic, ideas-based thinking issue. That's not the problem, right? You're not just gonna make them think differently and they'll suddenly, oh, everything's fine now. It doesn't work like that. Alternative narratives, which they can't even cite. Stupid article. What a waste of time. I can't believe I read all that. Just a bunch of nothing. Why did I put an O in the end? Uh, Lord Jago. Where is he? Holy shit. Where is he? He's under the bridge. Is that him? No, that's him now. God, how to fucking mess. Fucking bug, bro. Ah. These articles are like, here's the issue, here's the cause. Well, where's the solution? Because I don't think censorship would work. Oh, we just treat them like children who can't think for themselves. Surely things will improve. This is how the lib mind works. This is how the lib mind works. If we just child people, right? Because the lib is always the adult. If we just, you know, put restrictions on people and tell them what to think, their lives will get better. What a fucking joke. Right? Oh, you should just be happy with your shitty situation, right? You should just be happy with, like, severe inadequacies. What a fucking joke. Where's he at? No way that missed. Hey, 3 and 1. Oh, he's gone passive. Ah, die. Yes. What? Oh no, I did get him, that's right. I thought the other guy got him for some reason. How did I miss him? He's fucking modding or something. Lag. You're gonna tell me I'm on not the 5G internet again. Every fucking day it's switching my Wi-Fi for no reason at all. It's so annoying. Watch the game kick me or something. Yeah, there we go. It kicked me. Why does the good internet have less bars as well? It's the same router. How can it have less bars? You know, like they'll never say, oh, maybe the way men act in negative ways could possibly be caused by, you know, at least partially poor experiences with, you know, other people. Poor experiences with the girls they're trying to get with. No one talks about that. No, you're not allowed to say stuff like that. Libs don't like it. You're not allowed to say, oh, maybe if women treated men better. You know, because they're like, oh, but women are the victims. You can't say that. Yeah, but do you not think that some of the resentment comes from poor treatment? Where else does it come from, right? There's failure, and then there is poor treatment. Simple failure probably doesn't cause as much resentment as like failure combined with poor treatment. Why am I on some bullshit ass foreign server? Put me back to Australia. Fuck ass language was that? Bro's got fucking lines under his letters. How do they expect to, like, re-educate young men anyway? How do they expect to do that? Honestly. If that's your solution, censorship and re-education, how are they going to do that? Is that supposed to provide solutions? You cut off the bad stuff, provide some good ideas, and their lives will get better and they'll stop being resentful and stuff. Because I haven't seen anything that is like an idea that is helpful. I swear that the stuff that they say that is like, oh, if you do this, you know, I'm not talking about like manosphere or like right wingers. I'm talking about like libs, bro. I swear lib dating advice doesn't work. It doesn't work because it ignores reality. It's detached from reality. It's based on this fantasy and this idealistic interpretation of things as virtually all lib stuff is. It's not real. It doesn't work because it's not based in reality. They say, oh, if you just be nice and treat women respectfully, blah blah blah, you get heaps of girls. I mean, it might work sometimes, but I also think, you know, status is a big factor, right? Status is a big factor in relationships these days. If you don't have status, it's like very difficult to even initiate contact with people. So, like dating app profiles, if your dating app profile shows you as low status, you won't get any likes. That's how it works. Where else do you expect to meet people in real life? That's even harder. You experience rejection over and over and over again. Crazy. And you can see at the same time guys who aren't respectful, um, they're not nice. They get lots of girls. Like, It's detached from reality. And it doesn't work. If it worked, you know, I'm sure there would be people saying, hey, this is really effective. This changed my life. This fixed everything for me. Doesn't happen though, because it's not true. It's fucking stupid. There's this like denial of the fact that like people on both sides of like the gender divide or whatever, and dating treats status as like one of the most important factors. Being attractive, having money, having a good job, being educated, that sort of thing. If people can, I just said before, if people consider you low status on a dating app, they don't even interact with you. You can't even message them. Literally. You don't even have a chance. People don't even give you a chance in the first place. Further, if people consider you low status, you get this thing where like even if someone does like you, they'll be like, "Oh, you should just be with me because you'll never find anyone else." That's fucking gross, bro. Like you're not even allowed to have options. Seriously. People with high status got like hundreds, thousands of options. People with low status have like maybe one, maybe two, maybe none, right? And those people will be like, oh, you should just be with me because you'll never find anyone else. That's fucked. What a terrible thing to say. This guy's so fucking annoying, bro. They literally have like... They're always killing me for no reason. They're like talking shit all the time for no reason as well. I asked them about it and they're just saying this bullshit that they made up. Then they say the same bullshit every time. Why are they so resentful, bro? I haven't done anything. I legitimately haven't done anything, bro. It says more about them than it does about me, to be honest. Always in the MK as well, the oppressor. Oh, they're actually on foot. Well, they got out of it. You get a lot of hate for saying this shit as well. Like, it's like totally unacceptable socially these days. Right? The issue doesn't look like it'll be solved anytime soon, honestly. I mean, it's not equal, is it? Like, controversial to say, but, like, I think, like, when women are looking for relationships, it's more of, like, a quality question. Whereas, a lot of the time when men are looking for relationships, it's like, can I even find one? If you're, like, low status, it's like, can I even find a relationship? And then it's like, you know, if you find one, it's like, will I ever have other options? I don't think women deal with that. I don't think that's a problem that they deal with at all. It's like, oh, is the guy a good quality guy? You know, does he meet my high standards? As opposed to, is anyone even interested in me at all? And if I reject this person who I'm not even that interested in, will I have other options? Like, it's not an equal relationship at all, right? And again, I think like even if you follow the liberals' advice as to, I'm talking about like, you know, libs, as I would put myself farther left than that. If you follow their advice, it's like, does it even work? If you're a nice guy, you're respectful, treat people as equals. Like, does this lead to you getting into relationships, having lots of friends, feeling fulfilled in life? I don't really think so. I don't really think so. I don't really think that it does. Um, what's the alternative? I don't know. I don't know. They're not giving an alternative either because they've been saying the same thing since like forever. That's all you have to do. You just have to be a nice person, be respectful, like, you know, otherwise a normal person and things will be fine for you. I don't think it really works like that, to be honest. I don't think it really does work like that. That's not my experience. Like they would, I think they would argue, like, oh, if you do that, most women will be attracted to you. But it's like that's not even true. That's just not true. When has that been true? Maybe in the past. I don't think it's true right now. I don't think that that is true. Like people will say that's what they want, and then you get no likes on the apps because it's actually not what people want. People aren't actually looking for that. It's like a high standard versus more or less unchangeable situation. Right. If women's standards are so high and your situation is so unchangeable, like why would you expect to ever get into a good relationship? Again, I would say if liberals' advice works, why wouldn't people just do it and be successful and you could see the results? Um, yeah, it's, as we can see, that's not the case. It actually, they don't really have proof that it works. It's just, people say, oh, you know, we want this, this is what we want. But then if they're actually given the option, they won't take it. It seems like a lie, to be honest. I mean, that's kind of what it seems like. It seems like it's just not true. What is the truth then? Well, I mean, the reality seems to be that people of higher social status, social economic status, um, have an easier time getting into relationships, and that's kind of the most important factor for at least attracting people, right? Like, if you're low status, you probably won't even attract people in the first place, which means you won't even have the opportunity to make your case that you're like a good person that people should trust and be in a long-term relationship with. You can't even make that case because um, they won't even give you like a first chance. Unless you are considered high status to them, I guess. Somehow. Damn, why'd that only notify me now? I got it like 30 minutes ago. Got wontons. I must have had some hand sanitizer. Where's my car? I just requested it. Oh. There's nobody in this. This wonton's got oil all over my fingers. Where's Asoria? Did he get off when I got kegged or what? Isn't this the same lobby? No one's replying to me. I'll try for another one. That was funny yesterday when we couldn't get into the big lobby apparently. They wouldn't let him in either. That's crazy. I don't know, maybe being nice and respectful does work and I just don't have experience. I don't know. It doesn't work on dating apps though, honestly, like... If you're seen as low status on a dating app, people don't even respond to you. Is this an empty lobby? Oh, yeah, see, they moved. Why don't we just combine the lobbies into one? I knew he was probably still online. What the fuck? How's he got those? What? That's not even ham. Fuck, I was looking at the wrong person. That's stupid. What the fuck? He's not getting up. Oh shit, he fell off. Pick up. You barely say those. Is this new? That looks like he's from Blue's Clues. Aww. Dun 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 dun. This guy's from Oceania. Oh yeah, this guy probably is. Here he is. That didn't take long. Well, it doesn't show his country. Lies. If I run through this fire, will I get lit on fire? No. Ah. What does that mean? How do I keep losing money, bro? I've lost like 200,000. Oh, no, I'm back in it. Damn, I must have been kicked for some stupid reason. What happened to my car? Fucking police car, bro. What the fuck? I'm tired. I feel like getting off for a while. Okay, I'm gonna get off now.